Olofmeister, JW, Flusha, Crims, and Pronax. And then we have Apex, Existence, Kenny S, York, as well as Maniac there for Titan. Let's go ahead and hop directly into the action now. We've got the bomb carrier over here. That's going to be Crims. And he has just one player to worry about. That's Yurik as well. I believe his Existence is going to be on this quick rotate over here. So you can watch over there towards the squeaky door or the blue door as needed. Kind of getting some quick peeks out there. They still haven't decided to push into that bomb site yet. But right now, Olofmeister, he's still with his teammates over here towards that blue door. They haven't pushed up just yet. There is one player, that's Flusha, who's clearing out the B bomb site. It is completely clear, and he's drawing in the. Look at that complete rotation that's happened there. You've got all 5 players, and that gave the that A bomb site completely open. And Flusha could even sell this even further as they're still heading over here towards that B bomb site. There is not a single player. Look at this divide. There's just no one there. As now they finally realize they're going to start to rotate now, but that is going to be a little bit too late. The only player that has a kit right now, that's going to be Maniac. So push there towards that A side. And they, of course, the little bit of time that they had off the start, now it's going to be dwindling away now. As he's just going to toss in a smoke, and he's going to go straight for the defuse, not taking any time at all. And this, look at this, Titan with a great retake. They come in there, even though the A bomb site was completely uncontested. They end up coming back and getting a retake and getting the defuse. Wow.
And it was so passive from both teams. You know, Titan played that retake A strategy. That's what they wanted. They wanted to be able to retake that, but they were so passive they didn't get any information on how Fnatic was taking this bomb site. And then in turn, Fnatic plays so passive that they're not even defending the bomb. You know, almost they're almost just like letting Titan into the bomb site and smokes it off. And great play from Titan.
Yeah, I believe that there was a couple players that were over here aided by Quad who were kind of locked down over into that area, and then one player that was over here towards the forklift. But right out of the start, we've got York who's starting off, holding over down towards that B bomb site. He has his teammates that are going to be able to rotate around there. That's Kenny S and Existence, and they clean up that area. So 2 kills for York as well as 2 for Kenny S. Now Titan start things off here in this best of 3, picking up the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, and I think we're going to need to see Kenny S to have a huge impact. One of the most effective players in the world with what he does and what he can bring to the table. And obviously you don't need to really talk about his op. We all know how nasty that can get. But he's going to need to get hot for these guys to keep up this momentum that they're going to be building.
All right, going to be smoking up. See what they can find an opening here. Now, of course, we have already an op in hand there for JW. They were able to get the bomb planted there in the first round. Just taking a look at right now, the bomb carrier is rotating back all the way around in the hands of Pronax towards that B bomb site. The only player that's over here is going to be Existence. Now his teammate Apex is going to join right behind him. There's a decoy over there. And Existence just checking his angle there. Smoke probably not exactly where he wanted it to be. And Pronax will be able to pick up that first one. So now we're going to see a rotate happen here for Apex. There's looks like all 3 players have moved their way into that bomb site. It throws out the flash, able to pick up one, delaying that bomb plant. As he tries to pick up the AK, he does, picks up that another headshot there and finishes off another one. Great job by Apex, picking up 4 kills in the round. And so now the score is going to be 3-0 now.
Yeah, and sometimes you just got to make a play. You know, Fnatic had complete control of that site, and Apex just flashing himself in and running in backwards with it. Monster play by him.
One of the things that I like really is his awareness there, knowing that he had killed a player over there by the generator, and that player didn't really shoot much at him, so he was able to toss out his M4, picks up the AK quickly. And it's such a gunfight like that, you have to make those types of decisions, and it paid off for Apex. Now they're going to be a rush over here towards the B bomb site, or towards the A side. And we'll see if Apex can carry this one over here. Maniac has picked up 2 so far. Make that 3, pulls out to CZ, and Kenny S will help out as well. So 4-0 as Titan takes a quick lead here.
And a pretty convincing 4-0. You know, outside of that pistol round, where Titan looked a little bit shaky, but they still pulled off that miracle defuse. You know, they've worked really well. Their save rounds, they've been losing a lot of players on their anti-ecos, and that's great. Now they've built up a bank, and now Kenny S can afford to keep equipped with his op for a couple more rounds, even if they start losing.
We'll hop on board here with JW and see if he can start things off with a pick. He's going to take that op over there towards the blue door. The action's really going to happen over here as they start to push in a little bit more aggressive over towards that A main. This is just looking for some picks. JW does pick up one from that blue door. They're working there towards the site. Kenny S on the backside of the site. He does pick up one there. That's his second kill so far. And finally, we get shut down there by Pronax. Pronax picks up two. And so now finally Apex is going to answer back. Now it's going to be left up to Flusha. Flusha's going to be rotating back around towards that. You've got Apex and York that are both over there towards the A-bomb site. Lots of time to work with here. Flush is just trying to kind of try to work the mind games here. He could have rotated all the way back around towards B. They've actually split up the defense a little bit more. He's going to slice right through. The only downside is he's going to have to worry about multiple angles right now. So he smokes off this area, and he'll get taken down by Apex on the other side. So 5-0 now in favor of Titan.
And Fnatic's come out with this really fast-paced terror side. They're really taking control of those A-halls very quickly and opening that door and letting JW get to work very quickly early on in these rounds. And to kind of counter that, Apex has been playing, amazing. First with his quick rotate into that B through the smoke when on that retake, and now this past round he just did that quick flank through mid to kind of come behind in those A-halls after Fnatic entered the bomb site and get a couple quick kills.
So now we're looking for the boost. We're on board with Kenny S. Kenny S. He's legs one. That was Flusha. As they're going to continue to push up. He's going to fall back, regroup with his teammates there inside of the A-bomb site. There is, JW hasn't pushed in yet. We're going to be working these angles. Now there's a lot of attention drawn over there towards mid, and now that they see the door is open, Apex and Maniac can kind of go to work there. Pronax through the door taking down Apex. As now they're going to go ahead and collapse down on this bomb site. And that's going to be left up to Kenny S. and York. So what do you have here? Kenny S. just over the top, trying to clear out again. He got that early leg there onto Flusha, who's already been taken out. JW low on health. Trying to clear out over there as Kenny S. will get taken down from behind there by JW as he pushed through Z. So York just trying to see if he can figure out how to pick up that off. That off dropped over there by the truck. But they have economy to work with, and Pronax will pick up the last kill, and they pick up their first round now. And they're trying to figure out how to hit the use key, and it's just not happening there.
The arms aren't long enough. And that round Fnatic was great. Once they got that bomb down, they had fantastic those post-plant positions, setting up almost like a triangle in that bomb site, not letting anyone find any openings, not giving anyone any available shot, and really just kind of juggling the aggression and defending that bomb.
No, it's the difference from what we saw from the pistol round where they were playing very passive. That time we saw a different type of Fnatic to get that. Now we're back over here towards the other side. We're on home board with York. York, he's going to get taken down. Now we have Existence in the backside. He tries to flash out, but there's no one there. And then JW's just around the corner to finish the job. So now tapping away. Already he's down to a 2-on-5 with a bomb planted, and that's enough. They realize, oh, nice shot by Kenny S. And they're going to fall back. They're saving up some very expensive weapons here.
Right. Hey, that Scar especially, and just kind of bunkering down in the CT spawn. It's going to be hard for Fnatic. I don't even know if they're going to want to go for this with the bank they have. I don't think they want to be losing any more guns this round.
Yeah, there goes Maniac, and there goes Kenny has to pick up both of those kills. So they're going to realize they don't want any part of it. As Maniac is just out in the open there inside of that area, they will just kind of hang on to it. And so 5-2 now. As Fnatic, they really haven't slowed down their tempo though. They're still just going at it. Even though that the previous rounds they had lost 5 consecutive rounds in a row, they're still keeping that high intensity, that high tempo.
Right, keeping the pressure up. And that time they saw it kind of cracked at that B bomb site, not expecting them to just come through smokes like that quickly. And that can get very effective if they keep that up.
JW boosted over the top. He has his teammate right there with him. He does pick up at least one. Flusha is going to pick up one as well. Nice team effort from Fnatic as all 3 players have picked up this early start of the kill. And one of the things to consider, that was with under 15 seconds into the round. Already we've got 3 players down. Collectively, we have 4. But now we'll see. They've got Kenny S. and Maniac. They really need to decide. Now they're going to go back to their positions. It seems like it was just moments ago that they were already in these spots. The difference now is You've got JW who's got 7,200 and Crims with 3K. So they could probably lose at least one weapon here, but not two in terms of the Fnatic side.
Well, they have a lot of flashes to work with if they want to kind of take this and overrun it, and they are doing exactly that. Maniac goes down.
Oh no, Olofmeister taking out his teammate, but KennyS trying to stay alive for a little bit longer, pushes through the smoke, playing that the mind games there, and Olofmeister will then come back and take out KennyS. 5-3, so this time they risk it, they push in, and they get the weapons.
Yeah, aggression for that mid control, like you said, within that first 15 seconds, and Titan actually had a perfect setup to counteract it. They had those 3 players in mid, and just I don't know if they caught an awkward flash they weren't expecting, but they didn't manage to get any kills or any trades, and this just very quick, decisive action by Fnatic is just causing issues right now.
So now we've got the setup. JW off the start, picking up that op kill. That was inside of mid. He does get naded down to 9 HP. Take a look at the defense here inside of the A bomb site. You've got 2 players, that's KennyS and Maniac. The bomb is actually headed over there towards the B bomb site, or at least to regroup with his teammate. I believe that's Flusha. Yeah, that's Flusha over towards the sunroom. Just taking their time. You see this quite a bit on some saves, eco rounds for the team.
Just kind of gambling, stacking one site. It's not going to work out for him this round, though.
So now they're going to go ahead and push over here towards this site. They're uncontested at this point. Smoking up all the entries. And now we should start to see these players start to rotate now.
Yeah, and they're probably just they're setting up, Yorks and by CT spawn, just setting up to get some exit kills, maybe trying to just get one gun to help alleviate the money issues. Potentially they could do like a light buy next round, maybe lose out on some grenades, but if they manage to pick up one weapon, that can be huge for them.
And already you can see that they've cleared out some exits that are over here towards that T spawn. Now JW has got his backside open. And he's just trying to stay alive a little bit longer. He's going to chase after this kill. And even though he had 9 health in an op, a very expensive op, he still went chasing after that weapon. Probably, I don't believe that Titan picked up a weapon, so there really was not any drastic need to chase after him.
No. But we do see that buy. We do see almost a full buy. Some nades, Colts on everyone, up on KennyS.
We got KennyS with the AWP, and we have JW with his own op. He's going to take that op over towards the B bomb site to get that quick pick, and he misses the shot there. Tries again, and he misses again. And so now he's going to have to fall back and regroup with his team. Let's go switch over here to Maniac, who's over inside of A. And JW will pick up one, and that was over inside of mid. So they're going to start to push here. Maniac going to make the call, takes down the bomb carrier. There's going to be one there from Olofmeister. Bomb is going to get planted inside of the A-bomb site. Switch back over here to JW. You can see that he's just kind of worrying about the flank. There's only 2 players inside of the site. And Olofmeister, he spotted one. As his teammates right there with him. Sees existence on the other side. As they're going to go chasing. Now it's going to be down to a one-on-one. Not a lot of time to work with. No kit here. He's just going to try to draw him out, try to get this kill. And Crims will pick up the kill, and there is an op there. He will pick up the op, but he will not stay alive for the next round. But 5-5. Again, we started off this game with Titan taking 5 quick rounds, very decisive rounds, and then Fnatic, they come right back into it.
And then they handled that early aggression from Fnatic really well, but it's like just a battering ram. Just over time, this quick action from Fnatic is just throwing them off. And one way to counteract that is, you saw it a little bit on B, is kind of fight fire with fire. They got a little bit aggressive on B, and they got that opening pick. But Fnatic using JW to kind of split the map with his op in middle just helped get one pick on the rotations, just preventing any help from showing up.
Nades raining in. That actually saved Pronax there, as Apex was going to push through. As now they're trying to get those opening kills here. Pronax picking up the headshot. Now we are on board with KennyS. KennyS in the site. He's going to take down at least the bomb carrier. And so now York going to be rotating here over towards the blue door, as the bomb will now get planted inside of the A bomb site. So he's still just kind of working. Here's one player kind of going around, spamming through the door. There's only one weapon down at this point, and Olofmeister just sprays through the door.
Walked into the spray
to take him out.
So we're gonna have to see, because Existence is always lauded for his intelligence in game and how to make adjustments based on what the other team is doing. Much like Pronax, he's very well respected as an in-game and tactical leader. So he's gonna have to find some way to get his team to be able to handle this quick pressure, because they haven't found an answer to it quite yet. We've seen 6 straight rounds out of Fnatic, and they're quick too. I mean, they're quick entry kills for Fnatic.
So now we see an op here with York as he's working the angle, picks off Pronax to start things off. Back over here with JW from Fnatic. There is going to be Kenny S causing a little bit of damage there through that crate. And he's going to wrap back through. Now he has his teammates to be able to help him out. They've already rotated all. They've got 4 players that have moved towards that area. And now Kenny S in a tough spot. Kenny S is going to fall. Now it's left up to Apex. He has his teammate rotating on the quick flank. That's going to be York, but he only has an op in hand. He does pick off one there inside of the A main. Bomb will get planted inside of the A bomb site. So one player up on top of Cat, one over there towards Blue Door. And that's going to be Olofmeister, and he's going to get caught off guard there. And now you've got York inside A main, missing that shot. Now score is going to be 7-5. Let's take a look here at the how things panned out so far. 5 rounds win consecutively there for Fnatic, and ever since then, 7 rounds in a row for Fnatic.
Yeah, and that round was actually, I said Kenny S was going to have to go big to give Titan a fighting chance here, and he put himself in a great position, and he missed, uncharacteristically, he missed probably like 3 to 4 frags that you see him get, like at least like 90% of the time, and just missing a couple shots and playing with smoke, and made some really good plays and just didn't convert the kills.
Olofmeister had that spawn that you want, so he picked up the op and tried to get that opening pick, but he does get smoked off, so he traded it off there to JW. And so there you go, Apex picking up the first kill here in the round, and Flusha losing that one.
And Titan actually slowed this round down. We didn't see that quick aggression from like we've been seeing in the 7 rounds they won. And Titans handled that slowed down strategy very well.
Pronax going to be creeping up now. And he will get taken down from the sandbags there from Maniac. Now you've got one player who's going to be rotating here. That's Olofmeister, who's right there out in the open. Apex picking up another one. Now Olofmeister, the last man standing. As he spots one, and look at this, he is going to work, and he will pick up 2 before he falls. And then finally Titan puts it into the streak, but it's maybe the damage has been done from Fnatic's side though.
Yeah, I think so. I think they're very strong on their CT sides, and this is going to be pretty tall order for Titan. They have to get these last 2 rounds, absolutely.
Take a look here at the operas, and JW is probably a little upset there. He had a good spawn there, but he clips off the wall. And so right now, he's going to get deterred from that smoke. So now Maniac, he's going to work his way up. They've smoked off that area. He's going to get himself boosted up on top. He's got a pretty good angle now. We'll stay with him. See that now you've got Olofmeister. He's going to check out here inside of mid. Got another teammate that's trying to get boosted up there. That's Crims. So now they're going to wait here. Let's switch over here to Pronax. You can see that he's going to fire over there towards Vince. We'll watch this here. Setting up. Now we've got the flashes coming over. The fire's going to fall in there towards the vent. Another flashbang, and it pops out in the open. And that's going to allow his teammates to start to be able to push out here towards the middle area. They are uncontested at this point. And they're wondering where. They have not seen a single player now. And there's going to be one there as Existence has been playing the same position over and over again behind that box. And so Flusha says, all right, I'll give it a shot. And so now they're going to push in here towards this bomb site. That is going to be York inside this site. He has been caught, but he does have his teammate Kenny S right there with him. Kenny S looking for another one. Still stuck there in the corner. Now he has his teammate up on top in heaven. That's going to be Apex. Apex going to town now. Now it's going to be left up to Olofmeister. 8 seconds left here in the round. Trying to work back towards that bomb. 4 seconds, hasn't picked up the bomb yet, and so now he's just going to try to stay alive now. This is the only objective right now. And they will challenge him, and he will lose that AK and will not gain that economical bonus.
Yeah, and Kenny has had a really nice CZ shot, just stuck in an awkward position, but Fnatic taking that bomb site kind of hesitated a little before getting actually in to plant the bomb. And just as Kenny S gave him a couple extra seconds to rotate and get in position to slow things down.
See how they decided to start off here in this final round of the first half. Kind of slowed their tempo down.
And they've lost the round since then. They got to 7 rounds with all that aggression, and they've slowed it down, and now Titan's able to handle this much better than that fast action.
Apex going to be a tough spot now as he moves out of that position. That actually gives them the intel, though, that there might be a player, and so quickly you can see that Maniac drops off of the boxes. He doesn't want to give them that chance. So you can quickly see how they're changing their strategy after he had been boosted up on top. They have not seen him in that position yet, but just having that one player there was enough intel. And York and Kenny S inside. That's Crims who picks off Kenny S. And so now it's going to be down to a 2-on-4. York's over here towards the B-bomb site. And you have Maniac inside of the A-bomb site. So there you go, have Maniac right there. Trying to slow it down, waiting for his teammates to get there. And that's Apex. And Maniac will finish things off. 8-7 is going to be your first half score there. As Titan, again, they started off with an early lead, 5-0. And then all of a sudden we saw that 7 consecutive rounds for Fnatic, and then Titan closing out the last 3.
Right, and it really just, those last 3 were just, you know, we said Fnatic slowed it down a lot, and that gave the Titan players time, especially those ops with Kenny S and even New York, to find angles, to find good positioning where they could get some nice picks on Fnatic players trying to be aggressive and to make peaks, and they were just kind of running into these ops that had found a solid location. But that aggression from Fnatic during that 7-0 run was just so effective.
Now, one of the things that I like about it too, I mean, we're talking about the aggression from Fnatic, was they started off the game being aggressive. And they didn't stop until about 12 rounds in. On the 13th round is whenever they slowed down.
Right.
So it's just something to see. Even though they lost 5 consecutive rounds, of course, that's including the pistol and your eco rounds. But from there, they still kept going. They still were in their face. They were still trying to make things happen. And I love your analogy where you're saying they were just bumping heads, and then at some point breaking down the barrier. It's going to happen at some point. Right,
and that shows also just a lot of confidence in the game plan that Pronax and Devilwalk built for this match. You know, you do it down 5 rounds with what you think is going to work, and all of a sudden it's not working. And sometimes some less experienced teams will get shaken up by that, and Fnatic just stuck with it, and it worked out really well for him.
So now we're going to wait for Olofmeister to get back into the game. Of course, right now you can take advantage of this time frame. If you haven't done it yet, go ahead and register for Season 18. Registration is now open, and you can head over to esea.net/league. Of course, collectively, the pot prizes are $100,000 now. You kind of progressively gain more and more money as we go along. Of course, with the success of Counter-Strike Global Offensive, it's been fun for us to watch.
Yeah, it has been. We've had these 4 tournaments in the last, like, I think, month and a half or 2 months. There's been so many nice matches and great tournaments to watch.
So you and I do want to talk to you. I mentioned about it yesterday. Is the fact that these players have been playing a lot. They've been going nonstop. One of the things that we can talk about how exhausting that is, because there's also travel time that's included into that. Having to go around. We'll just use Cloud9 as a reference because they decided from ESWC, they decided to stay there. They decided to stay in Europe. And you know how exhausting that is just to live in a hotel for that long of a time. I believe it was a month's time that they stayed over there, and so not seeing family, not getting the chance to to eat your normal food that you're used to.
Right.
I mean, of course, they grew accustomed to everything that's over there, but the same token, there's just some of that stuff you take for granted at times that really make an impact on your personality, your morale.
I think everyone that I've talked to, you know, players from Fnatic, from Cloud9, from MyPower, have all just been like, we're exhausted. You know, a lot of these players haven't even touched Counter-Strike since DreamHack, playing other games, and they're just so tired from the travel and just everything involved in it.
It's just.
I think AZK mentioned he hadn't even been home in like 3 weeks.
That's just so. I mean, whenever I had the chance to talk to some of the players, they had only been home for a couple days before they ended up having to head right back out again. So it is exhausting, but they are here, and they're still just. We're getting to see that raw factor, what these players can do. JW pushed up. They are going to be moving out towards the mid area. Let's switch back over here to Pronax. Pronax, he spotted them. They're going to be heading over there towards that Z area. Going to see some rotation there. Trying to hold down that area. Now Crims, he's going to be watching from the CT side. Really interesting setups that are happening now. So now they've got JW and Crims. They have not pushed in yet. And so JW watching over there towards the vents. They're still working towards that area. Crims just trying to stay alive now. But he has his teammate Olfmeister coming to save the day. And here is JW tapping away with the P2K. And so now he's going to fall back. 40 seconds. They do have the bomb. A good call out by one of these players. They knew that JW is low on health, but they also knew that they had the bomb. Probably didn't know they had the bomb down up there.
I'm sure it was spotted on radar. I'm sure someone called it out. But just, you know, great by Fnatic. You know, the battle in that crunch on B didn't take place against the B defenders. It took place from the players rotating from A. Look at this.
JW rotating quickly over here towards the A bomb site. He's going to find this choke point. He hasn't been able to move in there yet. And there's going to be JW taking down Existence as they take out the pistol round there. 8-8 now, all tied up.
And just like I was saying, you know, it wasn't those B defenders stayed alive that whole time. That was a great crunch into spawn, but the fights that they were taking with the A rotators and you know, their mid player really allowed that B site to stay strong, that defense. So when they go to take the site, they still have got 2 full health counter terrorists to work against, and really good defense from Fnatic. Great rotations.
Yeah, we saw right there at the beginning of the game where they were pushing here inside of mid and working that, but you had Pronax who first started to shoot at those players, and then you had Olofmeister who was also shooting there towards mid during that time frame. So now they caused enough damage like you mentioned, and we're able to pick up the pistol round. So now we've got CZs coming out. The attention is over here towards the A side. Maniac, he's going to get spammed by the Bison. That PB Bison being so effective right now. He's continuing to spray. He's completely blind, but it doesn't really matter. He's holding down mouse 1. And Existence coming around from the backside. And now it's going to be left up to KennyS, down to a 1-on-2. And he also has the bomb. He has body armor and an M4. So this is a likely scenario. And he's going to rotate now. Let's take a look at Flusha. He's also rotating. Let's see if they can find something here. KennyS still working. He is not pushed over towards the site yet. KennyS going to cross over, uncontested. And he still has a lot of time to work with now. And he sets up the headshot. He'll pick that one up. Work there towards the bomb site. And now Flusha giving away his position. He knows exactly where he's at, and he will win the battle as he pushes right into the site. And so now Fnatic picking up the first 2 rounds here in this game, or here in the second half, and so the score is going to be 9-8, but a good chance there by KennyS to win that round.
You know, I'm not sure if you caught on stream, but York had a really cool smoke there. He's in the doorway, and he just dropped a smoke against the wall so that when it bloomed, a little bit of smoke actually clipped through the wall, and it just smoked off this corner by Quad, just to smoke out one player in one position in that corner, straight on the other side of the doorway. That was just a really cool smoke, and great plays by KennyS to pick up that cold, and great frags, and almost pulled that out. And that's just the kind of player KennyS is. He's you know, he's one of those special players that can just make magic happen when it's unlikely.
Got Player's going to be heading over there towards the A main. Existence, he's going to pick off all of Meister. I'll switch back over here to Pronex. They have not pushed in towards that bomb site yet. They will send that. They do have one player with an AK and one now with that M4 from Olofmeister. So JW playing close quarters. He's about to be in a tough spot once that smoke kind of fades. So he's going to fall back now, knowing that that's a poor position for a Mag 7 at that point.
It looks like Titan's actually gearing up to get some like mid-round. They want that control of that middle area. We've talked about how effective that can be in past matches, and they're getting boosted up onto the roof to clear it out.
Now we're back over here with JW. He's got the Mag 7. He's kind of drawing them in. He can make some damage now. He picks off one. That was Kenny S. So they're still taking the time. 30 seconds left here in the round. Pronax watching the cross. He does spot one there inside of mid. Bomb carrier is actually heading all the way around towards that blue door. Going to fire off over there towards that main. Now they're going to know that they're going to be heading over there towards that A bomb site. It is down to a 3-on-4. Boosted over the top. That's going to be Pronax. Pronax is going to get taken down. That's going to be left up to a 1-on-3 now. As Crims trying to even this one up. Both of the players that are left remaining here both have P250s. They have not picked themselves up a rifle yet. 11 bullets left here in this M4. He has not reloaded at this point. But he's making a lot of noise right now. There's going to be one. He knows where one's over there towards quad now. And he's going to get taken down by York as Maniac pulled him in, baited him in, and then Titan taking that round. So 9-9, all tied up between these two.
And we saw, that mid control, so it causes so many issues for the counter-terrorists because they have to dedicate so many players to watching mid. They can still go B, so it keeps players at B. They can still take that path through the vents. They can go through mid, so you spread out this defense. It causes them to be thin just about everywhere if they want to cover everything. And they're able to just find a lot of 2-on-1s and 3-on-1 fights wherever they go. And it was just great manipulation by Titan.
We're going to have some spamming going on. York's actually going to stay with just his P250 at this point. Probably going to be looking to pick up that AWP at one point as well. Take a look at his economy right now. He's actually low. He's must have bought a weapon for his teammate.
Oh, nice picks by Apex and A, just coming up the connector. And you don't see, we saw Titan do those gamble stacks on their save rounds, and you just see Fnatic just kind of spread out running a default and just trusting their players.
Apex, and now going to be chasing after Olofmeister. And that's going to do that round. 10-9 now in favor of Titan.
And that's crazy because, with Fnatic, they just had to save so quick because of that one round that Kenny S was able to get all those weapons. It came down to that 1-on-1, but he caused so much damage to the economy that they couldn't even force a buy or drop any weapons because they're already so low.
I will see. We've got 3 players that are going to be heading over here towards the A-bomb site here on this eco round for Fnatic. Still kind of checking their areas right now. Kenny S getting that opening. Now, and look out, there's going to be JW. He picks up that one. So again, there was only 3 players over there towards the A side, and 2 of them fall. Olofmeister had a good little choke point here. He's pushed up a little bit further. He may have to worry about Vince at some point.
But right now, it's back to this mid control, and you can see the defense. It's only Nico. Pronax has an AK, but they had one at mid and one pushed in B and one at A. So they're very spread out across the map. No matter where Titan goes, they're going to be able to find a weak defense somewhere.
So now you've got, they're going to start to work their way back, and same situation here. Pronax is pushed up with the AK. So he has that quick call out there as well. Flush has kind of got caught in rotation back and forth between these two. Now we've got Olofmeister. He's going to get taken down by Maniac, and now they're going to go ahead and push over here towards this bomb site. Pronax may later in the round just go ahead and save this AK. He is taking the long road.
Bomb has been planted.
So he's still holding on to this AK-47 now. Now back over here with Flusha. As he's just going to continue to move towards the area, see if he can get himself an AK.
And Titan's not even really, they're not even looking like they even are interested in chasing down that AK at all. Maybe just preferring to keep that economy up and just, you know, you see these difference in styles. York actually is kind of chasing towards T-spawn, maybe just trying to find him out. Not sure if he's going to find the angle though.
Flush out. Oh no, the bomb blows up. They lose both of them. Even Pronax falls, loses that AK. And so now score going to be 11-9. Now we've got an op in the hands of JW, an op in the hands of KennyS.
And you're seeing these differences in style with this, you know, existence, you know, having more conservative, like a slower paced game. They're being very tactical in where they want to get these picks. And once they find that first kill, you know, the opening kill, they're just kind of waiting for someone to push and try and find information. And really just kind of playing it very passive compared to Fnatic's just aggression.
Again, that's all that action happening inside of mid. As Olofmeister does pick off one over there inside of the sunroom.
Olofmeister just doing work with that op. Just like a turret over there, just setting it up.
Well, look at this, that angle that he's watching right now.
And that's what we saw. You know, we saw how effective Titan was with their ops when Fnatic kind of slowed it down, letting those oppers get those angles and get situated and get comfortable in their position. As York gets a nice pick in mid.
There's one player up inside of Vince right now. Crim's just on the other side. And Existence just spraying away. York was going to go ahead and chase after it. 30 seconds left here in the round. There's one player just on the other side of this smoke. That is JW. That's just his play style right there as he misses that quick off shot. So now they're going to go ahead and push there towards that bomb site. 15 seconds. And they're going to go ahead and get this bomb planted now. Down to this 2-on-2, Crims finds York. Now Existence in a really tough spot. He's just around the other side of this corner here. Olofmeister clearing out the area, and then he gives his position there at the end. And so now Fnatic, they're going to take this round here, and it's going to be 10-11. Olofmeister, I think he's going to go chasing after. He does find that other op, so that's going to put that back in the hands of JW and Olofmeister. And they will get the defuse there.
Yeah, and busting out that double op was a great time for them because it really caught Titan off guard with how they were playing. You know, not prepared to use those flashes to get into position and just got caught out. You know, saving their flashes for the execute versus getting map control and staging. So now KennyS has this op, and it's going to be up to them to find a way to counter this dual op setup. And part of that is going to be getting it in the hands of the best opper in the world and seeing what he can do against him.
See what we've got right now. You're going to be heading over there towards that main area. Just kind of going back and forth. You can see we're on board with Olofmeister, and we also have an op over here in the hands of JW watching over there towards main. There's a lot of action there. Crims has already made his way towards the vents. He's just watching this angle as well to help out, give any support that's needed. We'll switch back over here. Pronax is over by Forklift. There are two players that are inside of the blue door there from Titan. They're actually going to fire him out of that position now, and York picks up the kill there onto Pronax. Bomb is still not moved out of this position yet. They're actually going to rotate back around. They're hoping that they can get them in transition here. JW will pick up one there inside of the A main. Switching back over here to Crims. Crims has two players to worry about. Here comes, there's a smoke over there. They have not pushed out just yet, but he is in a good position here to cause some damage. Apex just on the other side.
So what they're going to do is they're transitioning over to A main, and they're going to let Apex just bring up the flank once that attention, Crims' attention will be pulled away if he's not going to check this box here. But he does, and he gets that nice frag and reads that very well.
JW in the backside. He's just going to shoot through the smoke, and he finds Maniac. So he's just going to tap away.
Now it's time to save for Titan players. Not enough time.
Yeah, so now you can see that Kenny S is going to head over here towards the blue door, and he's going to get dropped, and Crims, he's going to take out his own teammate, but he'll save that op for him for the next round.
So you're seeing Titan's game plan is they want to find a pick on like the extremities of the map on the sides, you know, either at B or at A, and then you always see them fall into this late mid control. Kind of once they've gotten those rotations to kind of drift away and weaken that mid defense, they kind of try and take control of that and make a strat based off, you know, how players are shifting, how the defense is shifting away from middle.
Yeah, because from watching, I mean, we're seeing that that middle player, once there's a player that's gone, that's usually the person that tries to fill in the gaps.
Right.
So now we'll take a look back over here. We're on board with Olofmeister. Flash comes out. He does have his teammate there with him. That is going to be Flusha, who's inside of the site. So still just taking their time. We'll switch back over here. See how they're all set up now. Smokes and fire back in. Going to fire out that back area now. Flusha inside of the site. He does have his teammate right there. That's going to be Olofmeister. He is not smoked off. This is a perfect opening for him. And they're just going to continue to try to battle against him. Shoulder peaks. That's going to be his teammate right there. But there is also JW to work with. And JW and Olofmeister. JW coming out from the heavens. It's now 12-11 in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, and Fnatic, this switch to this double op has just caused so many issues for Titan. They have not found a way to get around it or to deal with it. And you saw Olaf not smoked off, teammates there to back him up, and he just gets those first two frags and allows JW to rotate over and just pick up the last two with his op. So those two snipers for Fnatic have been a great investment, and they're just really crushing anything Titan wants to do.
Look at his setup. Existence actually bought himself an AK, head armor, flashbang, and a smoke, and the rest of his teammates only have P250 and no armor, no nades.
Yeah, that is very interesting, especially because it doesn't look like he's being their point of attack. You know, Maniac's already down. You think if you're going to have one player buy a gun, you want him to either go first to try and get a pick to kind of make an opening for the pistols to come in, or you want to be able to recycle his weapon. But I mean, they've got a plan to just kind of bum rush this mid with this smoke and flash that he's got, I'm assuming.
So we'll stay with him, see if he executes something here. He does give JW, let's just switch over to his perspective right now. As there is one player that's moved all the way up towards the headshot box, missing that shot there. They're going to challenge him. He's going to get taken down. So if anything, Existence just drew the gunfire there from JW. Now chasing, there comes the bomb, is going to fall from the hands of York. Now it's going to be left up, down to Existence and Apex. Bomb is just right there. 20 seconds left here in the round. They both, Apex has an op in hand. And just around the corner, that's going to be Pronax. And so the bomb is going to fall. This round's already done at this point. And so Apex is just going to try to find a position where he can stay alive.
I almost think it'd be better off if he died.
That's always the question that I ask is, you know, what can he do here? I mean, he can still buy. He's got 2,500 in the bank. So if he needs to, he can drop the op for a teammate. His teammates can end up trying to buy him an AK, and he can still buy nades and so on and so forth.
Yep, and that worked out well.
Yeah, so he had enough. Maybe if he was at that $1,000 range, that's where we'd start to talk about, you know, whether or not he should have, you know, pushed out. I mean, in the end of the day, we've seen how effective the op is on a map like this.
Well, we're seeing it from JW and Olofmeister are putting on a clinic with it. So we're seeing as JW gets another pick for Fnatic.
So now we've got the setup there. We've got one player. Nice little boost spot here for Olofmeister.
Imagine that.
Who'd have thunk it?
You know, you almost want to. Oh, York, it's a nice pick on Pronax, actually.
We'll see. Right now, that's Olofmeister is in the backside of this site. They are going to be pushing in there. Apex hopped up on top. He was half blind. He does take out Flusha. Olofmeister, he's going to fall to the grenade. JW trying to pay attention. He has a teammate there to help him out to watch Connector, but he'll still keep his attention over there, allowing Kenny S to pick up the kill. It's going to be down to a 2-on-1. Crims, the last man standing here for Fnatic. And Kenny S peeks out there with that AWP. Hey, do you save the op or not for the next round? Kenny S proved why.
Yep, absolutely. I was way off on that one.
Samsonite.
But, you know, you almost want to see Titan. They're not winning these early battles right now, and it kind of you saw how aggressive how successful that aggression was out of Fnatic, and especially against those double ops. You know, being able to flash those corners and getting up close early on might be able to help them. But Fnatic actually switching it. No, they're still keeping that double op setup now. So, you know, don't fix what ain't broken. I guess they've only lost one round since they started that double op.
So let's see Olofmeister watching the close angle there. There's something to this too, that sometimes as an opper when you're hard scoped, if you get blinded or smoked, sometimes your fadeaway is to shoot. And so, but that at the same token gives away position, but that really doesn't matter as Kenny S is right there to pick up the kill. He's going to fall back. We are seeing a rotate happen here by Fnatic, and then JW is kind of caught right there in that tough spot. They're going to leave the B bomb site completely open right now. And Apex pushing over the top. Let's switch back over here to JW. He does have a teammate right there. That's going to be Flusha. And so he's going to get smoked off. And Pronax is going to get dropped there by Kenny S. So Kenny S continues with that AWP. And Kenny S is just so dominant right now.
Yeah, he's really found his stride in these last couple rounds.
As he misses the op shot, but he does have a CZ to help him out. Can be down to a 1-on-3. Bomb has made his way all the way around towards the other bomb site, and he will get dropped there by Maniac from the truck side. And so 13-13, all tied up now. So we have Kenny S, like you said, he's just playing so well right now.
Yeah, he's heating up, and that's dangerous because now Fnatic is forced to save. So I mean, without a miracle, they're going to be down to 13-14, and Titan's got enough of a bank to kind of, look good going into those last couple rounds.
Yeah, Titan, they've got two really star players that are really doing well in their own role. Kenny S, he's sitting pretty well. I think he is at 20. He's at 32 kills here in the game. So he's been doing pretty well. We'll see how. But the other player I wanted to mention is Apex, as he gets that one. So those are the two players that I'm going to be on the lookout for. Let's see if they can carry this momentum into the second map. But right now you've got Maniac. He spotted one. Now we're back over here with Flusha. He's in a tough spot. He picks up one, causes a lot of damage there. That Apex is now down to 11 health. And Pronax, he's out inside of mid. He took out the bomb carrier, but they will end up winning the round there. So just kind of looking at the scoreboard right now. Kenny S has 25 kills here in this game, and Apex at 28.
Yeah, both those guys having a really stellar match, and Fnatic putting a lot of faith in this double op. They go back to it, even with the small bank. They go back to that double op setup, and they're going to try and just go toe-to-toe with this Kenny S, who's found really nice form in this second half.
Figure out where this op is. That's going to be Olofmeister, and he picks off Maniac, and he will get dropped there by Apex. I believe Kenny S actually legged Olofmeister there. So back over. I was going to switch to Crims, but he falls to the grenades. And Kenny S with a nice shot on the Flusha. That was up on top of the, up in the heavens there, up on the rafters. And so now you've got Existence watching over there towards Vince, Pronax, and JW. JW has elected that he thinks they're going to need to try to win this in the overtime, or at least take it to an overtime. So they're going to give up this round. And Pronax.
And I think it would be so smart for Titan to go chase down these weapons right now. They have the bank going into this last round. Sacrifice 2 AKs at least and go for these guns, maybe even 3. Get them out of their hands because their bank is so low and they don't have a great bonus going at all. So they get these guns out of their hands, and it's so hard to even force overtime for Fnatic.
They won't make their way over there to them just yet. They might see Pronax here, but it's going to be at the very end. And Pronax will get that kill into York. And so now 15-13. We'll see what kind of weapons Fnatic has to work with here. They're one round away for Titan taking the first map right now.
Yeah, and Titan's doing such a great job of finding kills. Their AKs are finding kills on certain parts of the map, and then Kenny S with his AWP is just posted looking for rotates and looking for people just trying to get information on where Titan might be going, and these Fnatic players are just peeking into this AWP, and Kenny S isn't missing. And there he is again with another entry.
Yeah, that was over inside of the blue door.
Yeah, JW pushing up with his AWP.
So Maniac in a spot here. He's going to back up now.
Oh boy.
And that was Olive Meister, who is inside of mid with that Mag 7. He does fall. Watching the angle. There goes York. Has been spotted by Pronax.
And if you look at the mini-map, Titan is still just so spread out. They're playing this so conservatively, so smart, and just, you know, they're not even committing to anything until they have the information. And you look at how thin Fnatic's defense is with their players. It's going to be, you know, 2 or 3 on 1 everywhere they go. Although it does look like Flusha has a good read right now if he stays at that bomb site B.
Yeah, and Pronax is in a good spot to quickly rotate. Krims picks up one. He will be quickly traded. Now that's going to take out the bomb carrier. That's going to put it all up onto Flusha. Flusha, and he will fall. So it's going to be 16-13 is the first map here. And it will go to Titan.
Yeah, and what a half by Kenny S. That second half just stepping up huge.